Hello whiskey burners, welcome back. In the shadow of the 18th century mansion at Powerscourt, a distillery is happening. Last time I was there it looked like this, and this. Now it looks like this, and this. So I went down there to see what's going on. Local Enniskerry man, Gerry Ginty, had the idea to start a distillery. So let's hear what he has to say.
Is that the question?
That is the question.
Right. Well, it was always my dream to open a distillery.
Yeah, my dream too. Everybody's dream.
Oh yeah, everyone's dream. But in terms of, if you just do a little comparison between ourselves and Scotland, like we had 4 distilleries here back in 2012, and Scotland had 109. And now Scotland have 135 or something like that.
Right.
And I saw there was an opportunity there that we had all the natural resources in abundance, the barley, the water, the warehousing, brand Ireland, that why couldn't we produce a world-class whiskey like the Scotch do?
Right.
And I just saw it as an opportunity to come home and to build something that'd be there for long after that we're gone, and produce a quality Irish whiskey. And also, we saw the people down the floor, we're creating jobs here locally, we're using the barley from the barley fields, we're using the water from the aquifer that's directly underneath us. It makes perfect sense. It's a perfect export product. And like all good things, it was a dream when it started over a whiskey or two, Mm-hmm. No regrets, no. But it's a team effort, there's and the future. So you see on the landscape of Irish whiskey that there's meant to be 25, 30 new distilleries opening up. And I see the future as not us competing against each other in Ireland. Yeah. If anything, that's more of an indication of the worldwide demand for Irish whiskey. So I see us competing against, your bourbons, your Scotch, your cognac, and I see us working together, the Irish whiskey industry, in a collaboration, because it's great. You can come in the door with Jameson, and what we're doing is offering people an opportunity to tier up to different types of whiskey. So I see the future as exciting. I see there's going to be issues along the road. I see there's more work to be done in terms of the secondary market here, in terms of warehousing, bottling, labelling, like Scotland do in terms of centralising. Because we're only really at the start of the curve, where the Scottish market is mature in terms of producing 5 billion a year in revenue for the government. The Irish industry is really it's on its trajectory upwards. Yeah.
The whole thing. Alright.
Well, the USP here in Powerscourt is that it's a full end-to-end production process. So you get to see everything from your milling, mashing, fermentation, distillation, and maturation in one distillery. But we're also within the Goldilocks region, which is about 20 minutes from Dublin. Mm-hmm. So that's perfect for your day trippers. Mm-hmm. Now, on the whiskey side of it, on the building side of it, you've got your spiritual home. So this beautiful building that we're in is really the personification of the brand and where we see the brand going in the future. And now that's all very well and good to have all those elements. But the real kicker here, as you know, is Noel Cherry Sweden. So, so Noel, as I'm sure you know, worked in Cooley for about 27 years. He's world renowned in terms of his distilling experience. He's created some absolutely fabulous whiskies like Green Ore, Kilbeggan, Connemara, and a variety of other ones out there, if not distilled them anyways. Mm-hmm. And he was also inducted into the Hall of Fame as number 41 in the Whiskey Hall of Fame there in 2016. So in terms of what he has done for the industry, he's led the revival in the industry, with himself and Barry Crockett, who's retired now, and also John Teeling in terms of building a new distillery and providing all the new liquids so people could bring out new variations. So at the time, there was only those 3 people, Irish people, in the Whiskey Hall of Fame. And we're very, very lucky to have Noel here with us in Powerscourt creating magical new fill like you just taste. So the whiskey that we're trying to create is really, we're trying to go for like a super premium positioning in terms of, as I said, you come in the door with Jameson and you get an opportunity to tier up. So we have a variety of whiskies here. This would be a step up from your Jameson and that side of it, which is a blend between a malt and a grain whiskey. But it's also, the minimum age in this whiskey is 7-8 years old. So I think it probably needs to say that on the label as well.
Yeah.
But then we also have a 10-year-old, which is perfect for the palate, which I suppose has a perception of whiskey that it would be burny or it would be hard to drink. Now this has been finished in new casks, AB1s. So we use the best wood here and we take the best whiskey. So that's been in AB1s bourbon barrels for the last 3 years. So it's very easy to drink, it's very fresh, it's very fruity. And then for the 14-year-old, which is a single malt, which has been aged in barrels for the last 14 years, it's the real deal. It's 46%, it's complex in terms of its flavor profile, and it's silky on the palate, and yet you get the malt barley coming back up your nose, and it's just a very different, complex, enjoyable whiskey to drink. I suppose it's affordable luxury. So the whiskey is easy to drink. It has your vanilla tones, it has your citrus, it has your honey, but then there's different layers of complexity that goes along with it. And what we're trying to do here with the new fill that we have is, you can see the stills aren't too big, or they're not too small. They're like the Goldilocks. So we're going for the middle ground there in terms of the whiskey.
Yeah.
So it's like the filet mignon of a steak. We want to, cut in late, cut out early, so we only take the very best, the sweetest bit of the cut. You tried it.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, it's drinkable now. So imagine in 10 years or 7 years or whatever.
Or 3 years.
3 years, you think?
Yeah. Well, for the malt, and then for the pot still, the pot still will probably be another 2 or 3, or pot still takes a bit longer now. So we'll have to see.
All right. Well, we're waiting with bated breath, I would say. Yeah.
Frosties? Yeah.
Frosties and bananas.
Frosties, yeah. Well, in Ireland, yeah. Bananas.
I think you can just sell that. You don't need to make whiskey at all.